Would you like to hear a joke? This is the part where I pretend I can hear you and that the answer was yes. And, lucky you, you're in for a two-part joke, so it's two for the price of one. Anyway, there's a man whose job it is to ring the bell at the top of the tower of his local church, and he's getting too old to climb the stairs and ring the bell every hour, so he puts an ad in the paper for someone to replace him. The first day that it appears in the paper, he gets a knock on the door. He opens it, and there's a man standing there with no arms. He said, "Can I help you?" The guy says, "Yeah, I'm here about the job." The old man says, "But sir, you don't have any arms. I'm not sure how you could ring the bell. You got to grab a rope and pull it to ring the bell." And the man says, "Hey, I knocked on the door, right? So just give me a chance." The old man says, "All right," and leads him up the stairs to the top of the bell tower. He says, "Here it is, go ahead." The man runs over to it and bangs his head on the bell. The old man says, "There's two problems. One, that wasn't loud enough. And two, that looked really painful. Don't do that." The man says, "No, it's fine. I'm used to stuff like this." He says, "But I'll make it louder." He runs back a little further, runs up, and bam, hits his head off it again. The old man says, "Sir, please stop doing that. And it's not loud enough." The guy says, "No, it's fine." And he runs back a third time, falls off the edge of the building, falls to the ground to his death. The police get there, and the old man's standing over the body, and they ask him, "Do you know who this man is?" And the old man said, "No, but his face rings a bell." Part 2. The next day, there's another knock. The man opens the door. There's a guy standing there, looks identical to the first one, including having no arms. And he says, "Can I help you?" And the man says, "Yeah, my twin brother came yesterday and tried to get the job, and I know it's sad that he passed, but I would really like to apply for the same job." He says, "All right." Walks the guy up to the bell tower. He says, "Go ahead and try." And the man runs up and bangs his head on the thing. And the old man says, "I'm going to tell you the same thing I told your brother. One, you're not doing it loud enough. And two, that looks really painful. Don't do it." The man says, "No, it's fine." He runs back a little further and bang. The old man says, "Again, not loud enough. And I can't imagine that doesn't hurt really bad." He says, "It's fine. Let me just get one more try." And he runs back, falls off, dies, same spot that his brother did. The cop shows up and he looks at the old man. He says, "Do you know this guy?" He says, "No, but he's a dead ringer for his brother."